Welcome back to the Red Chair Show. I am Jesse, your friendly neighborhood J-Man. What brings us together today? Why, once again, have I gathered this all together? This box in front of me, in front of you. What is in the box? That's what we're here to find out. Larry? That's my imaginary producer, Larry Jetto. Hit it!
Oh, what's in the box? Show you with the box. Who's in the box? Oh, what's in the box? Who's in the box? Oh, what's in the box?
Still, the best 12 seconds of my life. Okay, enough with the semantics. This box comes to us from our friends at NECA Toys. What's in the box? Well, there's only one surefire way to find out. That's to crack the son of a bitch open. And I just happen to have the means to do it with my handy dandy
Notebook.
Right. Let's do it. Before we do, always remember, safety first. Now, let's do it. Let's move our lazy Susan out of the way. Let's go, Nick. So how about that Flash, huh? You still watching it? Yeah, I'm still watching it too. They have that, the musical episodes this week. I don't know, whatever about the musical episode. So what, they were on Glee together, big deal. All right, here is what we have. Bubble wrap. I mean, this stuff is the fucking best, is it not? Let's just spend a couple seconds popping the bubble wrap. Isn't that, it's just so soothing. Enough of this, let's get rid of this. Bubble wrap, and what do we have here? Oh, shit. Corporal Dwayne Hicks and Private William Hudson from the 30th anniversary of Aliens. Look at that. Let's take a look at this thing. 30th anniversary of Aliens, 1986, July 18th, 1986. That's when this movie was released. We've got Corporal Dwayne Hicks and Private William Hudson. Corporal Dwayne Hicks played by Michael Biehn, and of course,
That's great.
Private William Hudson, the late Bill Paxton. Of course, Hudson, best known for some of those quotes. Game over, man. Actually, I think it goes, what? Game over, man. Game over, right? Game over, man. Game over. What the, right. The quote is, game over, man. Game over. What the fuck are we going to do now? But on to, I guess, other things. This 2-pack, of course, comes with the figures. It comes with alternate heads, machine gun. It comes with their weaponry. You know what? Let's open this up and see what we got. We'll move our lazy Susan over again, crack this open. Remember, safety first. We'll cut it from the back this time. You gotta love the clamshell, right? You gotta love the clamshell. Of course, after we're done here, I'm gonna take plenty of pictures for you to check out on my website, the-newsbox.com. Plenty of pictures. They'll be tremendous. Tremendous. There's the, look at that. Let's get rid of that. And the figures. All right, let's take these guys out. If we can get them out, of course. There we go. Let's get rid of that. And of course, these guys are twist tied. The scourge of humanity, twist ties. But that's not going to work very well, so let's get rid of that. But I do have wire cutters, of course. Let's take their heads out first. Let's see what these guys look like. Here's an interesting factoid about Michael Biehn and his role as Corporal Hicks. Did you know that he wasn't initially cast to play Corporal Hicks? He wasn't, in fact, hired until a week after filming started. How about that, right? His predecessor quit or was fired over differences with James Cameron. All right, there's Hicks. You want a good look at Hicks there? There's Hicks' alternate head, right? The fuck are we gonna do now, man?
What are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
All right. You need some more interesting facts about the movie? I'll tell you a couple more while I'm freeing some of this packaging up. The movie initially cost only $18 million to make. $18 million back in 1986. You know how much it ended up grossing worldwide? I'm sure you know it, so I'll tell you. $183 million. $183 million. That's like, I don't know, 10% return? I'm not a man of numbers. Oh, like you are? Okay. These are taped down. I should just use my knife. There you go. All right, let's free these guys up. What else can I tell you about Aliens? Well, you know that it was written and directed by James Cameron. He wrote the script for Aliens in a hiatus from the Terminator. It turns out, while he was making the Terminator, Arnold had to take a break because he was filming Conan O'Brien. Conan the Barbarian. So he had a 9-month hiatus in filming, and in that time he wrote the script for Aliens, then known as Aliens 2. Little known fact. Just filled with factoids tonight. All right, and now we're gonna release Hudson and get rid of this. Who do you want to see first? Miles will show you Hudson right now, since we're here. Want me to take off his helmet? Why not? Let's see what it looks like without the helmet on. Maybe. I don't know if his head's attached to his helmet or not. I get the impression that it is. I'll show you what he looks like with this helmet on. There you go. Look at that. You cannot believe the detailing on this guy. What's that say? There's even writing on the back. Don't something under pressure. Oh, contents under pressure. Oh my God, you gotta see that. Look at that. Right there, it says contents under pressure. That's fucking clever. Then there's all sorts of writing all over, graffiti all over him. He's very fucking cool. Like I said, the detailing, his name's on the back, 8-ball on the side. Here, I'll show you. I'll turn it around so you get a look. There's your 8-ball. Can you see that? Give you a better look at the 8-ball. On the back, it says Hudson. Really, the detailing on this guy is incredible. Multiple points of articulation. He's got that awesome boot right there, that joint right on the boot toe of the boot. Yeah, give you one last turnaround of him. You see that? All right, let's take a look at Hicks. We'll put him right here. We'll have him stand guard right there. This is the real pretty shit now, man. Now Hicks, this head's a little cross-eyed for some reason. So that being said, we'll probably swap out the heads. But he's got as much detailing on him as Hudson did. Lifer on the back. Can you see that right there? Lifer. Tattoo on his USMC tattoo. All right. I'm going to give you a look at the head. This one's a little cross-eyed. I'll give you a close-up of that. A little bit cross-eyed. So what we're going to do is we'll definitely swap out that head, but I'll give you the turnaround before I do that. Once again, the detailing is incredible on these things. You can see the straps on the boots, the straps on his shin guards and his knee guards. Really awesome. All right, how about we do that? Let's pop his head off. That's what she said. Hopefully it won't be too hard. Oh, look at that. Not a problem at all. Yeah, this one is much better. You see that? Yeah, much better. Let's get this head on there. That's what she said again. Maybe. Nope, not successful yet. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, he's cool. Much better with this head on. So wrong. Now here's the thing. I would swap out some of his other accessories, but then they have rubber bands, clear rubber bands, holding his weaponry down. Same thing with Hudson. Can you see that? Now if I take that off, that'll be the end of it. He won't be holding them that well anymore. So I know I'm whining like a little girl. You take a look at that while I figure out what I'm going to do next. They come with their little trackers too. See, this is cool. Look, I really should swap out Hudson and put that in there so you can track the bugs. They're everywhere, man. They're in the walls, man. Let's book. You know what? Let's just put him there for now, right? Maybe stand. They stand really well too. And we'll swap out this head. I'm more inclined to take Hudson's rubber band off. Look at this. Look at his head. I'm more inclined to take the rubber band off just so he can hold a tracker with this head and say, they're everywhere, man. They're in the walls, man. Let's book. Let's do it. Maybe what we'll do is we'll use our razor blade here. There we go. All right. And this will give you a better look at his blaster there. I forget the designation of that blaster. Make sure later on you put the designation of the blaster. Yeah, I know. I'm asking you to do something else. What's the big deal? Just do it. Imaginary hell. All right, let's see. We'll put this over his shoulder like this. There you go. I'll put him on the turntable, but you gotta see.
That's great.
So much
This is
better.
fucking great, man.
There you go. Spin him around for you to get a look at him. His patch right here is pretty cool too. Check out that patch on his shoulder. And the paint on him is really cool. I really love the graffiti on his combat gear. All right, let's take a look at Hicks and then we'll wrap this thing up. One last look at Hicks while we decide whether we're gonna remove his hand. We're not gonna do it. I'm not gonna remove his hand. Sorry, I can't do it. I just can't do it. But take it from me, all these accessories on there would be really cool to look at. One last turnaround for Corporal Hicks from the movie Aliens. 30th anniversary of Aliens. Last turnaround, how about that? You put them both together. It'll be crazy. There you go, both figures. Look at that. There you go. There you have it. Corporal Hicks, Corporal Hudson from NECA Toys. Their 2-pack on the 30th anniversary of Aliens. I still can't wrap my small brain around that. 30 years. You could purchase these at your local, at your favorite store, or NECA Toys at NECA's website. And when you do, when you go to check out in the little notes section, make sure you tell them you heard and saw it here on The Reissued Show.